I'm practicing for an art commission right now, so I'm just setting up my area. This is the last one I did. This was like the one where I was just like trying to figure out what colors I wanted to do. And I really like those. I actually have a whole video of doing this one if you want to watch it. But after looking at this, I got an idea, and I have these two products that I've been wanting to try. So here's my blank. Here's my, I can't remember the name of this, palette. When with some of these plastic palettes, I don't know if you already knew this, but there's a cool way to clean them. Yeah, you just pull the paint out. Pretty cool, but it took me a long time to realize that worked. It doesn't do it with gesso though, okay? So I'm gonna try something on this canvas. First, see how it's like sliding around? I'm gonna take this stuff I love called sticky tack, and I'm just gonna put it under these two corners. Press it down, and then look. Now when I paint on it, it'll move, and if it moves again, I'll put more under it. Comes in little strips like this. Sticky tack. Let me tell you about the products I'm about to try. Nova Color Acrylic Retarder, $2.99. That's the number of it. And Nova Color Slow Dry Matte Liquid. One of them's really thin and milky, and one of them's really thick and gel, like it won't come out, okay? I'm getting a bunch of titanium white here. Maybe too much. I always grab too much. I don't care. So I just got to use my palette knife. Titanium white, titanium white. And here's the $2.99 acrylic retarder. It says don't use more than 25%. So I'm going to try to go 25% of that pile. Just eyeballing it. Looks perfect to me. Let me mix it in. Feels good and mixed enough for me. Okay, the other one is like liquid. How am I going to pour this without making a huge mess? Nova Color 217 Slow Dry Matte Liquid. Faux Finishing Glaze. Increases working time of acrylic paint. Come on, I'll just make a little mess doing this. Boop. Okay. Now I'm going to mix that. This kind of thinned it out, made it a little bit more thin. Here's the general idea for this painting. I'm going to get a bunch of this white here, a bunch of this white here. I'm going to put some colors here, and I'm going to like spray the colors into the white. And I'm hoping that because the white will be wet with these like slow dry things in them, that I'll be able to like move it more. So we'll see what these two do compared to each other. Let's see if this works. Experiment activated. The top half is titanium white mixed with slow dry matte liquid. And all I want to do is cover this whole thing with it. And possibly get some paint marks in there, because you know how I feel about paint marks. Love them. Notice my canvas isn't moving at all. Thanks, sticky tack. Always go way over the edge so you don't have to go back later and fix it, unless you can afford a frame. Okay, just getting all this white in there so it's wet. Chunks, get out of there. And all the gesso is covered. Supposedly this will make it last 40%, something like that. Longer, wet, let's go. We got to keep going. New brush so I don't have to wait. Here's my next brush. Second thing I'm doing here is the acrylic retarder with titanium white for the bottom half. Let's get it on there. Let's get it on there faster so I can get to this art. You know I like to paint fast, because then my brain doesn't get to wedge in there and say weird things to me. Just get it on there with the I can always paint over it mentality of who cares, let's go. I'm playing with paint, childlike. It's fun. You can also do it when you're totally furious, and it'll calm you down. How cool is that? Cheaper than Prozac. Okay, those are on there. So this is the beginning of it idea. I can't even stop because the paint's wet, right? Okay, so here's my idea. I'm taking these colors that I really like, and I am putting them in between the white as fast as I can without anything drying. Okay, second color, I'm getting on there. Oh yeah, this color is so good. Why is that so good? It's like, it's like cake icing or something. Frosting. After this, just one more and we're done. Look at that. Okay, this last color is one of my favorites. I say every color is my favorite though, so don't be surprised. Cerulean. If you don't have a bunch of cerulean, you need to go get some. It's gonna change your life. I need like a bright yellow or something, like a joy color in here. The white still looks, what do you call it? It still looks wet, so we're gonna know in a second. We've got some filberts here, flat tips. Got my flat tip. No, I'm just gonna see what happens. My only idea is let's get it going both directions so I can see what these slow dry things do. And which one's on top? The matte is on top. Why is that so satisfying? I just can't stop doing it. All right. So we got some stuff going that direction. Cleaned off my brush. I think this is calling for a flat tip. Let's get in there. Watch what this does. Flat tip, wide. Right? Get up there. Smear those colors. Go that direction. Oh my gosh, I just think it's so pretty. It was pretty cool how that white stayed wet. Now let's go down this way. I kind of wanted to try something different, which is, I think I want to stick with the flat. Get it wet, wipe it off, and now let's experiment. Let's see what happens when we start mixing these colors. You know what I want to do? I want to drop more white on there. I'm going to get more white involved in these colors. That was probably way too much. I should do a whole series of me saying that was too much paint in every single video. Okay, we're gonna try something new and kind of try to smear it a little flatter with a smaller brush. Mix these colors a little bit and go downward, downward. I'm gonna wipe my brush off so I get a little bit of fresh color in here. See? Nice. All I'm doing is picking up blobs of paint now. That's it. Picking up blobs. No rules. I'm seeing what colors I think need to be moved around. Cerulean's so pretty. I'll put a little texture in this background. You know how I feel about slash marks. All I'm doing is going across the whole canvas and saying, what do I need to cover? What needs something? What needs something? Over and over again. What needs something? Oh, that's pretty. How about more of this yellow? Yeah. I don't know. There's something that tells me to just stop. I'm going to show you up close what happened. Well, the experiment's kind of cool. Instead of an eternal blob, it's like a floating blob. And now I get to let this dry and decide what I liked about it. I think I'm going to come back and check it every 10 minutes just to find out how much longer these took to dry, okay? So that you know when you're using them how long you're going to have to wait. Okay, because it doesn't say it on the packaging how much longer you'll have to wait. This is how it looks wet. And I will get you another flyby when it dries. Hi, I'm back. It's been 30 minutes and both the top and the bottom here are getting close, pretty close to dry, but not quite. So I would say, just for a safe bet, it's getting pretty tacky. Like I could probably leave a dent in these marks, but maybe not move them too easy. I bet if I added water or float, I could get it to move again. But basically, so I would say my summary of this is these will extend the paint. I would say 20 minutes. Let's call it 20 minutes. Okay, if you could send it longer than 20 minutes and have a good experience with it, tell me I'm wrong and I'll redo my video. I'll have a reason to smash all these colors together again. Both of these products will make your paint last longer. For 20 minutes, it'll stay wetter, okay? Whee! Slow dry matte liquid. Acrylic retarder. The slow dry matte liquid looks like it's drying more matte than the acrylic retarder. Okay? Just a little bit though. So thanks again for watching me do super simple acrylic abstract painting that you can do. Please try to copy it. Make a cool one. Enjoy it. Learn something and tell me about it. Okay? Thanks for subscribing and watching my other videos. Check out my playlists. Bye!